All right, guys. So tonight we're going to be discussing how to do a side-by-side presentation. So the goal of the side-by-side, guys, is there's like basically three things we're trying to accomplish. Number one, we're trying to gather info. Number two, we're trying to build a relationship because that's important. The quickest way to build a relationship with someone is just getting to know their name. All right. And number three is build value. Right. So these are one of the three top reasons why we do side by side. So we're going to be using this format of the four how manys, the three do's, and then really breaking down what they have for their internet provider versus what they are paying for TVs. Show them the direct TV side, build the value, find out what they're watching, and ask the customer for the business. So these are going to be the steps to the side by side. So let's dive into it. All right. First things first, let's get the side by side going on your Sarah Plus iPad so that you can get the presentation done with your customer. Real easy. So we bring the customers over to the table. First thing I'm doing is my name is Shadell. What's your name, Mr. Customer? And let's say the customer's name is John. I'm going to be saying John's name the rest of the presentation. So John, who's your current provider, John? John says Spectrum. John, how much do you pay for your bill? 170. John, how many TVs is that? That's two TVs. They both have the HD receivers, John. Yeah. And how many of them have the DVR, John? The main room only, and you can watch a recording on the other TV. Oh, you don't have that feature? Not a problem, John. So, John, this 170, is that going to be your internet, phone, TV? Um, let's say John says, yes, I have all three services. No problem, John. So the national average for internet, it's $50. We're going to keep that with Spectrum to avoid any early termination fees. All my members I sign up keep their internet with Spectrum. Now, John, you have the home phone. Are you using it? No, John says he's not using it. So I go ahead and remove that phone cost. So John, we're going to keep the internet. What I'm going to focus on is the bulk of the bill, which is the 120 that you're paying for TVs. Does that make sense, John? And I get John's approval. Now move on. So today we're going to upgrade you to the brand new DirecTV system. You're going to get the greatest HD DVR in the market. It's called a Genie. And since you have two TVs, both TVs now are going to have the HD DVR feature with the Genie and the client. The cool thing about it is, let's say you're watching TV in the living room and you get tired or you want to go to your bedroom, anything you have recording is going to be on both TVs, and you can even pause it, walk through your door, pick it up on your cell phone. The best thing about this is Costco is paying for all the equipment, so the only thing you pay to sign up today is $1. Let me show you what you're getting. John, you like to record, right? So with our DVR, you can record 5 shows for 800 hours. If you forget to record something, you can go back 72 hours on selected channels and watch anything that's been on TV. Now, are any of these TVs 4K? Awesome. We're the only providers of 4K in America. I always ask some customers, John, if I have a 4K TV or a 1080 TV, why would I want it on 720 service for like what most of the cable providers are doing? Now, John, do you know what Netflix is? I want to introduce you to Netflix on steroids. We're going to introduce you to the 40,000 free movies and TV shows we have on demand. No extra cost for these free movies and TV shows. And the best part about it is, who's your cell phone provider? Perfect. You can use it on 5 different devices, cell phones, tablets, whether you're home or away from home. Perfect for the kids. Now, John, I can offer you 1,000 channels. At the end of the day, you and your family are only watching five, right? Each person. Are you a sports fan? Perfect. Now, guys, when it comes to the channel lineup, I like to spend 2 minutes on the channel lineup. John, if you're a sports fan, what are you watching? Are you watching a lot of football? So we have the NFL Network. Are you watching baseball? You're probably watching a lot of local teams. Now, it's not listed on here, but a choice package is going to get you all the local channels, all the regional local sports channels. So you get all your teams. Now, what's the name? Who else is watching TV at home? Your wife? What's her name? Jamie? All right. So what does Jamie do for work? Is Jamie Jamie's a teacher? Awesome. So Jamie probably likes the educational shows. So she probably needs like Discovery. Hey, does Jamie like Oprah Winfrey? Does Jamie like I'm repeating Jamie 1,000 times. Anyone else? Any kids? Oh, you got a daughter? Her name's Zaylee. She's 6. Okay, cool. Is Zaylee watching the Disney Channel, right? And Zaylee, does Zaylee like Nickelodeon? Does Zaylee is Zaylee A girly girl, or does Zaylee like, a little tomboy stuff? Does she like sports or anything like that? All right, cool. So John, I got you, Jamie, and Zaylee's channels all covered. Now, just so you know, here at Costco, we want to show you the long-term pricing and not the honeymoon. So the most you'll ever pay for your two TVs on the choice package, what you're looking at is a full retail price of 120. Now, just to recap, we're keeping your internet with Spectrum. We're going to give you a new TV bill of 120, but it's going to fully upgrade everything that you have right now. All I need is just how to spell your first name. We'll get you started today for only $1, and we can come out Mondays through Saturdays. All I need you to do is actually, why don't you just go ahead and punch in your first name right here, and we'll get you started with an install date. Now, I'm going to hand the iPad to the customer. The customer is going to do one of two things. They're going to give me an objection, or they're just going to start filling out their name. I want one of those two things to happen so that I can go through my closing loop with the customer. When I go through the closing loop, the customer is going to tell me one of these three things. I got to talk to my wife, got to think about it, or they're going to tell me the price is the same so they're not making a decision. So we're going to go through the closing loop. I like to use a different color marker so I can highlight what I'm doing. So the customer gives me an objection, you react to it. I completely understand that you need to think about it. Every customer does. That's perfectly okay. But really, what is there to think about? We upgraded all your equipment. We gave you all the channels that you, Jamie, and Zaylee likes, all at this price. So, but for making a decision today, let me ask you something, John. Do you shop at Costco all the time? All right, cool. Would you be okay if I pay for your next trip to Costco? Well, for signing up today, the reason why everyone's doing it, you're getting a $250 gift card for signing up for the service. Just to recap, we're going to put this all in writing. We're going to keep your internet, and we're going to upgrade your services and give you $250. And we're going to put this all in writing, give you a receipt to take home. We can come out Monday through Saturday. When are you more available? And then I hand the customer this page. Go ahead and sign up, Mr. John. And John is going to give me one more objection. Shadell, I need to go home and think about it. I completely understand, John, that you got to go home and think about it still. You probably want to talk it over with your wife, right? Absolutely, you want to talk it over with your wife. So, what's there to think about with you and Jamie? Jamie's like going to like the bigger DVR, right? And she's going to like all the same channels, so it must be the price. So, what we're going to do for you today, John, for signing up today, the first 12 months, we're going to drop your bill down to $60. So in your first year, you're going to save 60 times 12, that's $720. And let's say Spectrum didn't raise their bill in the second year, you're still getting more value for your buck because in the second year, your bill with us is going to be 120. So just to recap, we're going to put this all in writing and give you a receipt to take home for you and Jamie. She's going to get a $250 gift card. And because you're such a sports fan, we're also going to throw in the NFL Sunday ticket for your 2018 and the 2019 season, a $600 value at no extra cost for being in Costco today. So we can come out Mondays through Saturdays. How do I spell your first name, John? Is it Joh or Jon? You know what? You probably know your information better than I do. Go ahead and fill out the rest of this. And I hand this to the member.